are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Collaboration Station. Should we lose Cindy? Where did she go?
She's here.
Sorry, my phone just decided to talk, so I had to
funny.
and turn it off.
I hate when my phone does that at class time. When I'm when it starts to talk, I'm like, "Don't talk to me!" Oh!
Yeah, I was
or if I'm like AC, which is one of my students, Siri will jump on and we're like,
"Oh yeah!"
I'm like, so welcome everybody. Today we're talking about some healthy choices we've been making, or choices that you could be making as well. We might have other people pop on and talk about their experiences or give some tips and resources as well. So thank you, Cindy and Amanda, for coming today.
Hello.
All dressed
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, this is my workout costume. Actually, I did not wear this to work out.
Oh, my niece is here. Hey, Alexis, thanks for coming. How does Auntie look today? Do you like my Winnie the Pooh?
I like Pooh. That's my mom's favorite.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I have a Winnie the Pooh tattoo. I got it after my son was born. Yeah, his room was all Winnie the Pooh. Hey, Teacher Kelly. Kelly Tag is in the house.
Hey, Kelly.
So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about, which are like positive mindset, which I absolutely love learning about, and there's so much to learn about that. Things we've been doing to get healthy, stay healthy, all those kind of things. So you want to introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little bit about why you decided to join us today for the healthy chat.
Do you want to go first, Cindy?
Sure. Hello. You probably don't recognize me. This is my workout costume. Hello. Oh, hello, Micah. So no, I did not wear this working out, but we did have a workout with the VIPKid teachers earlier today. And normally you'll find me on the iPad group, VIPKid iPad users, and also I'm getting older, so I find that this job helps with my positive attitude. Like, it gives me something exciting to do and fun and enjoyable. And this morning I had on my purple wig, and my kids, I yelled to my kid, I said, "Zach, bring me a coffee." And I forgot that I was dressed up. He brought me the coffee. He's like, so I just think that, this job in itself is really good for your spirit and everything. And I have found that there are some negative parts to it, but I will just gravitate toward the positive things. And so I joined Micah's group way back, and it's been really good to just be a part of thinking about your health and making sure that you're not neglecting yourself when you have goals, you have a life, and making sure that all of those things are in balance to make sure that you can keep going.
Right. Okay, Amanda, I know you've been making some big changes and doing awesome. You want to let everybody know who you are?
Amanda Panda teacher. Today I'm cat teacher Amanda Panda. I'm dressing up this week with my students all week, so different costumes. This morning I was rock and roll girl, but now I'm back to cat. I teach VIPKid online and wake up early. I am Pacific Coast time in California, and I'm certainly in 3 years of teaching, waking up early, finding the balance to be healthy. My husband is home from work, and so in the evenings I go to bed very early, like at 8 o'clock, when my little first grader goes to bed consistently, so I get enough hours of sleep in before the morning, because I wake up for classes starting like at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So to be a healthy person, sleep is so important. That's what I've been working on, and making healthy choices. I have since July been doing a program called Beachbody. I have like a healthy coach and drink some yum Shakeology shakes. I eat a lot more vegetables than I ever ate before. I've been thinking about the things I put in my mouth and the choices I make. And I would not be here talking about healthy because I'm a big girl and have been heavy my whole life. And so I am determined that I am done. And I might as well distance from people and stay in my house and exercise and eat vegetables. So our whole family is different now. We tossed out all the food that was not healthy. We eat veggie pasta now and veggie macaroni and cheese, and many other choices are all vegetable driven. My breakfast is different. After teaching, I am starving. So I run downstairs and I make a veggie egg white scramble. Like I eat much different. I would normally have been toast and sausage and the whole yucky stuff. So I feel much better, like my body, not a ton of weight loss because I got a long way to go, but 16 pounds, like that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I mess up sometimes and don't do so good, but sometimes they're great. So it's a whole life now. So it's vegetables for the future.
I did not eat all of this.
Whoa.
I bought it and I went to use it today. There were 5 pieces left. So it's a great diet program. And I yelled at the kids and my husband was like, I took some.
Oh, it's so hard. So yeah, I don't buy it anymore. Like if it doesn't come in the house, then it's much easier not to get it.
Agreed. Yeah. Hey, Micah and Mary, how are you guys? Glad you could join us.
Yeah.
So I invited Micah today, especially to talk about something he's been doing for VIPKid teachers. And Micah, you want to tell everybody about it?
Yeah. What are we talking about?
The boot camp.
Your topic, health and wellness.
Well, you know, here is the thing. So the virtual meetups we used to have, it's so terrible to say we used to have, but we used to meet up in person, and those meetups were amazing. Did you ever go to those, Cindy?
Oh, thanks. No, I was going to go to Atlanta. So thanks for rubbing it in. That was really nice.
Did you ever get to go to meetups?
Now you got me down.
I actually met Micah. I met Micah at my first and only journey in DC, but he was like surrounded. He was all dressed up and everybody just wanted to know more about this Micah guy. So I said hello, but I was only in a month. So I was like,
well, the meetups. So, and there have been some amazing meetups hosted by people all over the place in person and everything, but we're not doing that right now because the COVID-19.
Really?
Right?
Why not?
You know, I've heard about
going on.
I have heard about some underground teacher meetups, but
we need to have one, Casey.
Anyway, I am not advocating for that, but anyway, so they used to be. I
have not been in on that.
So now we're doing they're doing the virtual meetups. You guys been to a few of those, right?
I have. I've hosted.
Amanda Panda host a few of them, like twice a month.
Twice a month.
Heather's a super host. If you didn't know, she's also a super host. So they've been doing these meetups, and they started, I want to say in September, talking about it, like trying to seem to encourage people to go to these meetups. So I thought, well, you know, maybe there's a little bit of fatigue from Zoom and everything. Like we have our kids on Zoom all the time and we teach online and everything. So I thought, well, I'll make some meetups that we can actually move around and do some exercise. So I came up with this boot camp meetup, which hopefully will get a certain audience to come in and actually do some exercise and move around.
What certain audience?
Well, what I mean by that, what I mean by that is like there are different, little niches within the VIPKid community. There'd be some people that would not be interested in that, whether they need it or not. They just wouldn't. But there are some people that if they saw that as an opportunity, they would go, oh, wow, that's going to motivate me to go. And if we can get, 10, 20, 15, maybe who knows how many people to move around some more, I think we can do a whole lot of good for people, basically.
Yeah,
the short end of it or the long end, however you want to
I was in a slump. I was in a slump. So I did the step bet and I lost like 2 times. And I've had some emotional stuff, you know, family stuff and, you know, things that happen. And so when that came up, I was like, that will motivate me to get back, you know, not that I don't move ever, but it just gives you something consistent to do. So yeah, it came at the right time for me.
New, fun, fresh, something different.
Yeah.
Movement is really important. Now, if I do the weight loss contest, but I don't want people to think that they're necessarily related, because if you're not losing weight, maybe you don't need to lose weight, whatever the case may be, movement in and by itself is very important. So whether we're overweight, whether we're already at the right weight, we want to move our bodies and exercise just for getting the muscles moving, not even thinking about weight loss, but most of that's going to happen in the kitchen, as we know, with the foods that we eat. But exercise, so I don't want to see someone get discouraged and give up because the scale's not moving in the right direction. Don't do exercise for weight loss. Do exercise because it's healthy for you. It's going to give you a better quality of life. It's going to keep you strong, your bones strong, your mind strong. So I want to just put that out there.
Great. And someone who is always good for my positive mental thinking, Mary.
Hi, Kasie. Hi, everyone. So I'm over here in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, and it's still hot. So it's like
lucky.
So I teach with VIPKid. I'm going to be getting my raise in about 2 weeks. So the first time I ever qualified, and yay. So,
How many classes do you teach per week? You probably get a raise and then you get a, I got the raise, but then I'm going to get my unraise.
Well, this is the first time I'm qualifying for a raise. So, you know,
awesome.
I generally teach now. I've cut back to about 30 classes a week. So
so you'll get the unraise with me.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to know, there's a really great calculator on Teacher Joel's page, and you can plug in like how many classes you do and what tier you're in, and you can see how much you would have made and how much you're going to make with the new pay system.
So it's going to be fun.
But really, it's better than not getting any raise and then having the tiers start on you. So
And the other thing I do is I have recently, in the last 3 months, become a Pampered Chef consultant. And what I'm loving about that is just helping people find quick and easy ways to eat healthy in the kitchen. And with my counseling background, and I used to work a lot with eating disordered people, I find I'm finally finding my voice in that arena to help people connect to food in a positive way. So I'm really enjoying that in a way that I wasn't expecting to. Like, I'm not a salesperson, but I am a connect with the heart and learn how to relate to food as a way of taking care of yourself rather than it being an enemy. How can you befriend it and let it really nurture your temple, let it nurture who you are in your body so that you can do the things that will give you the energy that you want to do. So I'm actually, it's taken a while to find that voice, but I'm really excited about that and working with adults during the day after so many kids.
Right.
That's always nice.
I like that you don't always do it the normal Pampered Chef way. You do a lot of different fundraisers and help events and things like that. So I really love going to see what you're up to next and what fundraiser you have going on and things like that. So
yeah, right now I'm doing a party, but we're talking about how do we handle COVID during the holidays, you know, so it's a lot of discussion about different ways of having rituals that nurture you. And it's like, I'm sharing recipes and stuff, but it's really about how do I support people in their time as family? I mean, meals bring us together as a family. So how can we spend more time as a family rather than slaving in the kitchen? You know, so that's been really fun. Yeah, and the fundraisers have been totally exciting to do.
Great. So I almost said teacher Kasie. I'm Kasie Oswald, and as far as getting healthy for me, the last I'm starting my 5th week of Jenny Craig. Actually, I've never done it before. It's been actually really easy, a lot easier than I was expecting. And I've been doing yoga 3 times a week with Heather Fritz. And is it Fitz or Fritz? Now I can't think of it.
Fritz, I think. Yeah.
Fritz. I put her yoga studio in the description. So it's something you can go online. She has her own little studio at her house, and you do yoga with her. I know I saw in the chat, Danny, Kelly, Mindy, and I all met one time.
I was with you on that yoga too.
You've done it too? Yeah. And Mike, I think you've taken yoga with Heather before too, right? Tuesday's my favorite day. I thought I was going to hate
Heather's in the weight loss group too.
Yeah.
She's an admin in the weight loss group. So yeah.
And also with Tara Mann, she has a VIPKid Fit group. And we do a lot of walking with our Fitbits and things like that, checking in with each other. And like Cindy said, her and I have done step bets, and we were doing pretty good at keeping each other accountable. And then last night I lost my challenge from only a couple hundred steps because I didn't pay attention.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just didn't check. I have no idea why. So that's me. That's us. Make sure you guys ask questions in the chat. We'd love to, or hear what motivates you. Danny said, I just got my workout by teaching PE on Out School. I didn't want to, but money motivates me.
Well, I injured my arm in teacher Danny's class because my boys were taking her class, and I stupidly tried to keep up with the boys, and I was like, come on, she's doing push-ups. And I was like, come on, you can't let me do more push-ups than you. And I hurt my arm. So yeah, you do have to be careful.
Yeah,
like
slow and steady.
You don't have to overdo it.
Right. Especially because we sit so much in this job. It's easy just to sit. So.
And Kasie, I know you just got a new pup, and I noticed for me, having a dog makes so much difference in terms of the exercise I get, because I have this little whippet lab that just needs to run. So I, take her for about 3 walks a day, and then out there throwing sticks and balls and chasing her around. And so, getting a pet that wants to have exercise is a great motivation to moving for yourself too.
COVID puppy.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a thing. COVID
Melissa
puppy.
too.
Oh, that's cute.
Melissa's got a COVID puppy too. She's not here today, but
Melissa
she'd be one of the first ones to tell you. Unfortunately, my puppy is really sickly and can't go for a lot of walks lately. So. Oh, Danny said she just subbed, Micah. Awesome. Yeah, you can find him. I put in the description box in that VIPKid Health and Wellness. So good.
Happy.
And like on Micah's group, like if anybody's watching and it's like we're all in the Zoom and we're all like doing our exercises, but if you don't want to turn on the video, like you don't have to. You could just kind of do it with everybody else. Like self-conscious or something. You can turn off the video part and you can just participate. So
Kelly said because she's watching this, she's going to do her elliptical tonight. Yes, if we get one person moving today.
Well, I will say too, when I first started with VIPKid, I was all excited, and I did not realize the awesome teacher community that I would be connected to. I mean, I felt like I did it all by myself. I didn't sign up under anyone. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't understand that part. No, actually I did. At the very end, I put somebody's code in before I went in, when you could do that. But the thing was, once I got into the groups, I did realize that a lot of people were complaining about, I can't even stop and go to the bathroom. They won't even let us do this and they won't let us do that. Yeah. And I'm like, there was a lot of negativity way back then. I think now more people know, to watch for that kind of stuff. But I kept thinking, we're independent. Like we make our own choices. We have to pace ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. Nobody else, we're in this. Nobody's here. So that's why I joined Micah's group, because it was positive and it was, people weren't complaining about what they weren't getting. They were more talking about what can I do to take control of my own health. And we've had some people that have really gotten healthy. Like they've joined the group and they've made some really major changes. and it's been really exciting to watch, and people that have just, just positive steps, doing one thing, like Amanda said, the food and, just making little changes along the way that will finally, you're going to feel better. And then you're not going to be worried about what, you don't get from the company. You're going to be, and another thing we talk about is sleeping, making sure you get enough sleep. When I first started, I didn't sleep at all because I didn't know. I'm like, what if somebody books and I'm sleeping? What if I sleep through the first class, and I'm so excited I couldn't sleep. So that was another thing, is to regulate yourself so that you can sleep when you're not teaching, and just pace yourself, So
What are each of you doing with the time change? Do you still teach just as many hours, or do you start later? What have you decided to do?
I've accepted all of my priority requests, even though I said I wasn't going to. I did.
Yeah. So I have decided to do a mixture. So I am taking away my first half hour for sure, and then
me too. I'm not doing 4:30 or 4.
And then 3 days a week, I have one of my regulars that I'm just not willing to let go of. So I will do them, the half hour earlier. Right. So, but other than that, no. If it wasn't for them, I would just cut that out. I can, if I wanted to, adjust to starting earlier on Friday evenings or Saturday evenings, but I'm not going to get up sooner. And I know I'm on the East Coast, so I should not complain. I look at it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't say a word. You cannot complain if you're not in the Pacific Coast time change. You people on the East Coast, don't even go there, because our times move from, my time teaching now is 4 to 6 a.m. That moves to 3 to 5 a.m. So I am not going to teach as many classes. I am actually declining priority requests and messaging my parents that I am squishing my schedule to only 2 early mornings a week, because I cannot survive the winter like I did my first year and my second year with VIPKid. Last year, I also did the same thing. So I smushed my schedule into Tuesday and Thursday morning. I actually stayed up all night. I worked 2 overnights. So I would start and do some kids at lunchtime when they were at lunch in Beijing time. Those older kids, they are now in middle school and they do not come home for lunch. So I don't have that same population of kids. Right. So I will just do 4 classes or 5 on Tuesday and Thursday morning. So I'm going from 28 classes a week down to 4, 8, 12, 14. Woo! That's a big change, but I have got to survive. I cannot keep going. Also, I've been teaching 7 days a week from 4 to 6 in the morning to get my last base pay adjustment. I've been doing that since September, because last winter I cut all my classes and didn't do PPT. And then I didn't realize all this was going down, about how we wouldn't have our base pay rate again to increase. So this is my last chance. So I am doing it. I'm 4 mornings away from 7 days a week waking up. And then starting on Friday, I won't wake up all through the weekend. I'm only going to do Tuesday and Thursday mornings so I can survive. So I have to. I'm so tired. It's a new kind of tired when you don't get enough sleep and you do it for a long time. So 2 months of 7 days a week and
you've
never again.
You've got little ones too. That's hard.
I have little ones too. And I'm an Etsy seller. I have my own business. I do way too many other crazy things on the computer. I'm doing many work related things.
Kasie to get her work done.
Yeah, girl, come on. So I am very, very busy. I don't have a brick and mortar job, so I work from home. But I will not do 7 days a week and go to 3 to 5 in the morning. It's hard. Like, going to sleep every night at 8 o'clock is no fun. Right. So we on family movie night, or if we want to go out to dinner somewhere, we have to go really early, and mommy has to be asleep by 8 because I just can't function anymore. Like, after we eat dinner, I cannot keep my eyes open. I am just tired and done. And so I've learned to listen to my body instead of trying to push to stay awake and sleep 5 hours or a couple hours. I will only do that 2 days a week. So that's the plan.
Good for you. Good job.
I have a lot of sad messages in WeChat. Teacher Amanda, we can't make
Oh.
our schedule work for you. I just, it's the winter. So I told them it's through the winters like this. I'll be back again. So
Okay, good. So Kelly said cutting back with standard time, but she will accept some requests.
Yeah.
Hey Danny, thanks for coming. She said she
More
had
more
to go.
people do that, I think, than used to. You know, it's becoming more, you know, people used to really, you know, push forward and grind on, and now more so than ever. And, you know, VIPKid used to incentivize it more. They used to have more of the little things going, and now I see more teachers are saying, hey, you know, it's which is a good thing, are saying, you know, it's okay to pull back and to take care of your health, and you know, you want to be a teacher for a long time to come, not just for, you know, the next season or whatever. So that's a good thing.
For me, I took like Fridays and Saturdays off.
Yeah.
I took Sundays off. And so I decided with the time change, if I need more, I could do 1 or 2 on one of those nights.
Yeah.
And
I used to do the 7 days a week, and this is the first year that I'll cut back during the time change. And I'm like,
because it all depends for me. It depends what I want to buy. Like if it's really that I'm just working to buy something, is it really worth it? You know,
it's
or
like,
if it's a bill that I need to pay, then fine. But
Right.
if it's because I want something,
do I want
then-
these shoes? That's 4 classes.
Exactly. Well, I am getting a new computer, so
Okay.
I want to replenish my, you know, fund for that. But I was going to get a tooth. I was going to get tooth work on, so I had money set aside for that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I've lived this long without it. Maybe I'll just skip it because it's going to cost me thousands of dollars.
Now that's your health.
It is my health, but all my other teeth are fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just one tooth, and it's my eating tooth. So it was important to me, but I'm like,
oh,
you know,
make sure you get that looked after.
we'll see. No, it's okay. Like I just wanted to have an implant put in, but I don't have any rotten teeth or anything like that right now. Just a space in the back that you can't see. So yeah. So I made a trade-off.
Yeah, that dental health is so important for our hearts, our whole body. It's, you know, such a vehicle for illness that I'm glad it's not a cavity issue.
No, I had all of that taken care of, and the last thing, I already spent like $1,000 getting it ready.
Yeah.
So I really need to do but the thing is, like my insurance, if I start now, my insurance will only cover part of it, and then my deductible starts over again. So I'm like, I don't want to do half of it now and half of it then. My insurance won't cover any of it. So if things get better next year, I'll just put the money back. And then if things are better next year, I'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be cheaper next year.
What about your between class habits? What are you guys doing there? Are you doing your feedback? Are you surfing social media? You doing exercises?
Social media?
Yeah, what are you doing between your class?
Like, you mean the couple of minutes between classes?
The couple of minutes. What do you do at that time?
See, Kelly, she is good about 25 minutes and she's out. She said that in the chat, like, get to the bathroom during your 5 minutes. I'm terrible.
For me, it's just a roll of the shoulders, a go to the bathroom, stand up, stretch, sit back down.
That's pretty good.
You know, that's about it.
That could be worse.
Yeah. I have a stand-up, sit-down desk, so sometimes I move it up or down during classes. I mean, not during classes, during the in-between.
I just have a tall chair, so I can I can stand up like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
after knee surgery, I had a really nice chair.
I used to do 10 classes in a row. And when you have that many in a row, you need to have a break because I would work overnight and squish all my classes in. So in between the classes, if I did a long stretch, I would take my headphones off between every class because after 10, even though these are great, wonderful headphones, they just cannot last for that long. Your ears are hurting. I would stand up in between class. I would try to end at 25 minutes. I do not do feedback in between class. That's never been my class practice. I use feedback on the phone, by voice. So I speak into the phone, speech to text, and that's how I do my feedback. I've always done it that way for a long time. So I don't necessarily need to do it in between class. I will often stand up, walk around. If I have a 10 class like section, I'll have a snack in between. I like nuts or cranberries, like dried nuts or cranberries, something easy to eat. I always drink water and always go to the bathroom. But now I'm doing 4 sets in a row, and it's like nothing to me
Yeah.
because when you do 10, it's a huge, like, it's exhausting.
I
But
agree.
4 is just the right amount. I even like 3. So
Mhm.
it's kind of nice that I have cut back my schedule. I am not pushing myself to do that many classes all together in a row, to keep myself sane and physically be able to do it. 4 is just the right amount. So
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree with Rebecca. If it's a trial, I do feedback right after class too. Yeah. I think that's partly why you keep getting trials, according to something I had heard from an LP once. Because they want something to talk about. You know,
I
it's
like to
nice.
clap.
Oh, those
Yeah.
These are so.
Well,
These
well,
are
I've
high
told you.
five.
I've told you my theory about feedback. I think the sooner the better.
Yeah.
If you guys ever heard it, I think it helps out. I don't know if it does or doesn't, but it seems like it would.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
definitely gotten with Amanda Panda. She suggested to make it short. I've definitely shortened my feedback. I was putting in so much into feedback, and I've shortened it, and I haven't seen any repercussions. Like, yeah, I
That's
just
how
don't
I am.
make it a huge deal. Huh?
So,
Yeah.
Micah,
And
you,
my fingers are hurting. I just
Yeah.
don't want to type a lot. I'm sorry.
so Michael, what is your theory about feedback?
Well, in my opinion, especially with the trials, but if they're talking to
trials
third
especially.
partners or anybody like that, when you give them that feedback, they get something on the other end. Something happens. It tells them, hey, you got feedback. And so it hits them with a little, some type of signal in the algorithm, and be that automation or whatever it is, however it works on their end, I think your chances of getting like an automatic booking or rebooked again goes up if you hurry up and do feedback, and you just have more of a good feeling right there at the end of class rather than the next day why they're probably asleep. It is kind of my opinion. But with trials, I think that's part of it. Like, bam, they get the feedback, and then the LP can say, oh yeah, here's your feedback, here's what it and they go, okay, we want to book that person.
And so do you do it in between classes or in the like half hour after your classes are done? Or
Believe it or not, I can almost pretty much have my feedback during class, like just and that's how. And so I kind of fill it out live. I fill out the feedback live as the class is going, and then at the end I quickly finish it, polish it up, and usually within about a minute of finishing class, so I can have it done.
That's awesome. I'm getting
With my new computer, I'm hoping to do that. With this computer, it has a little bit of a lag, so
But
I don't want to take a chance.
But my feedback, like, there's some teachers out there that their feedback is incredible feedback though, and my feedback's not as good as you know what I'm saying. I mean, so it's not as good as some of those feedbacks. I mean, they could enter it. That could be like, they could be part of their college doctorate or something. I don't know, but it's the quality isn't as high as those people, but it's very quick, and people have to translate it to English anyway. I figure, what's the point? Just to get it done. And
Well, one of the guys in your group said that he had like a template, and he would do the same thing for every person during that day, just change the names and change a few details. And he said he didn't see any difference. So
was that Jay? I think that was Jay. Yeah. He just did a Facebook Live about some props and stuff that he uses. Bren said feedback for UA have to be a bit more substantial. Yeah. Good. So healthy habits, I think it's really important to talk about. Unfortunately, I just got a phone call and have to leave. Any last minute things you guys want to mention about healthy habits for online teachers? I think getting up out of your chair is important, and
very important.
Yeah, I love my
Make
little
it part
wobble
of your
stick.
life. Make it part of your life, and just try to choose one thing at a time. Like, don't try to change your whole life overnight, but make little changes, and maybe get a buddy. Get a buddy.
Go,
Somebody that you
Micah,
can-
go.
Be like Micah.
Yeah.
Be like Micah.
Join Micah's group.
So, Micah, can you tell them how to find your group?
It's in the Meetup. Oh, the group is on Facebook. It's you can find it in the VIPKid social directory from the app or from the teacher portal, or just on Facebook. Look up VIPKid weight loss contest. You can see it on there. The meetups, the boot camps are listed under events under meetups. You'll see it every Monday.
Okay, good. See, that's what I did. I missed it. So there are some really great VIPKid ones.
I put out an invitation for you guys.
Yeah,
I think I put it on your group.
What's
Sorry.
that?
I think I put it on the collaboration group.
Oh, perfect.
The boot camp.
I do remember clicking on it, and then I just forgot.
Yeah.
But I didn't sign up for it yet. So Jason said his health tip is to stay off the main Facebook group. That's why you need some good positive ones, like Micah's group, the mental health group with Julie and Micah. They run that one, and I think the new guy Tony. I don't know everybody on those. What are some other ones, guys? The VIPKid Fit group, VIPKid Collaboration Station.
What is it?
So many.
Melissa's group.
VIPKid Friends.
Oh, Friends.
Friends.
Yep.
VIPKid
And
Friends.
VIPKid Yogis with Heather.
There's some faith-based ones as well, that are for VIPKid Christian groups. Sometimes those might be what people need. Or what else there's just so many great groups out there, really.
And Amanda said,
just follow
us.
Follow us. We'll lead you to all good things, VIPKid.
See us on Mondays for some good fun information.
Watch all my videos. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, actually, knowing that you have a backup iPad or a backup source for these classes. So check out Cindy's iPad group. Sorry, Pooh is just not staying right. Check out some of those groups, and if I forgot to post something below, I will post it after I go meet with my meeting that I have to go to. So thank you guys so much for coming, and we'll end with Micah doing a workout, and
Happy Halloween.
Have a great week, guys. Have fun.